Hi guys! So it's time for my Feb favorites. Are you ready? Favorite song? Yes, you've heard it on Reels about 200 times. So I heard this song before we went to Haridwar. It was in my head throughout, and I had like made a Haridwar reel in my head on this song. So this is Dilbar. It's remixed by I think TechPanda, and it's addictive. Up next, we have one of my favorite beauty apps, Kult. Okay, so I've got some stuff from Kult today, which I will show you. I'll show you what I got. But first, let me tell you guys about the app. So what I love about the app, the best thing for me is that they deliver in Mumbai in under 2 hours, which is pretty amazing, which I haven't seen any beauty app do. And I think anywhere else in India, it takes about 2 days, which is also pretty good, like within 2 days. But 2 hours is amazing. Like for me, when I'm shooting a video, suddenly I'm like, oh, I want this product. Remember, I had this I ordered my Maybelline concealer, which I use all the time from the app earlier, and it came within 2 hours, which is pretty amazing. The other thing I love about the app is this skin quiz that they do. So it's very educational when you're buying products. It's not just buy this, this. It rates products basis your skin type and tells you what would be good for you and recommends products accordingly, which is really like helpful if you're someone that's unsure of what to get for your skin type. They also have Cult Cafe, which is like videos where you can like reference looks from, or if you just enjoy beauty content like I do. I like to watch beauty videos. It's really nice for referencing, or otherwise to just see how different people put different looks together. You know what I mean? They have some amazing brands available as well. Fenty Beauty, I got a lipstick last time that I love. Lots of K-beauty brands, Kevin Murphy, NARS. And now they even have Clinique. Let me show you guys what I got today from Clinique. Okay, so here's what I got. Are you guys ready? So I got some of my favorite Clinique products. You guys know I'm a big fan of Moisture Surge. We have my favorite for the summer, getting ready for my summer skincare. And the dramatically different moisturizer that I use a lot. These are both my summer skincare staples and favorites. And I got Black Honey, which is something I have been dying to try and everybody's been raving about it. So we got this as well. And we have a lipstick from Simply Nam, which I love. So this is all the stuff I got from the app. I really love using it to get like my beauty supplies within 2 hours. And they've been on iOS obviously for a while, but they are coming on Android soon as well. So everybody will have access to the app. All the details are in the description. Check it out. Favorite moment. Okay, so this has to be from my Haridwar trip. I really enjoyed like my proper Ganga snan and dips because I felt like really alive after them because the water was so cold. But those are not my favorite moment. My favorite moment is actually we did this thing called a genealogy session for Vaibhav at the hotel. So if you go to Haridwar, they have these registers or like books where they maintain records when people like visit or when they die, when kids are born, like for a family. And it's something his family had been doing, like he knew about it, and I think he had gone when people had died to sign and stuff like that, but he had never really dug deep like into his family tree and like, you know, heard like names of his great grandfather and stuff.
I found out about my family tree and my ancestors and my forefathers and their visits to Haridwar to do Ganga Snan. And these were people, I don't even know their names, like my great grandfather's father's father name I got to know. And I also understood that I am from the Kukren clan, which I don't know what it means. I'm going to have to find out what that meant.
For us, that was like, you know, like the craziest thing. Like we knew it was there, but we didn't know how deep or how far it went. And like now we can't wait to kind of go back and dig deeper because there's so many more questions you have, right? Like you obviously watch it in our vlog. If you haven't watched the vlog, I'll link it here. But that's just like a snippet. Like we spent about 30-40 minutes with these people, like understanding stuff. Vaibhav also made a reel about this. But yeah, it was just like like a once in a lifetime kind of a thing. Favorite book, still the same from last month. This month I've actually bought the book also. So, funny story, we were on our way to Haridwar and I had told Vaibhav to carry his AirPods because they were new and mine weren't charged. And I was like, so you bring your AirPods and we'll share. And I had thought we'll, like, if I want to read also, I was listening to this as an audiobook, right? So I was like, over there, I'll use his AirPods. And as usual, Vaibhav forgets his AirPods, which is, I don't know why I thought he'd bring them. He forgot them. So we're at the airport and I'm like, I've downloaded all these episodes to watch and all. And I'm like, we don't have any like headphones now. Great. So we both went to the bookstore and bought a book each. And I was already reading this. So I was like, should I just buy it? And he was like, but why are you buying the book if you're listening to it and stuff? But then I know my parents are also big into like royal gossip. So I was like, I will finish it and they will read it. It's getting intense, guys. There's a lot of masala. It's rather like large. So yeah, I'm taking a while to finish this, but it is good. Okay, beauty-wise, loving the Dear Darling Water Tint from Etude House. Last month, I think it was the fixing tint that I spoke about. So as part of one of the kits, they had sent me this. I have had like the longer version of the Dear Darling Water Tint before. It's like a orangey shade. So my perfect lip shade is something now I've realized is this, plus Benetton, plus my Burt's Bees lip balm. It's what I'm wearing right now. So it's a mix of all three. And even pretty much through the Haridwar trip, this is what I used to do. Mix 2 tints and a lip balm to get my own unique color. So those, of course, you have seen a zillion times. This is the new edition. And yeah, I'm loving this look. What do you guys think? Then we also have my favorite spot treatment because I'm getting kind of spotty, as you can see. So I feel like every time before I'm getting my period, I've started to break out. Like that's becoming a pattern situation with me. And the only thing that seems to work for me is this to kind of subside. Like I had this pimple here, which was massive 2 days ago. Just was been putting like spot treatment in the day here, there, and it shrinks and then they vanish eventually. I don't have like proper like acne right now. I just have spots here and there, and this is one of my favorite spot treatments and I've been using this pretty much a lot. I feel like also when I travel, I eat out, like my skin gets aggravated. It's a always usual thing, always use this. So through Jan and Feb, I've used this quite a bit. Then we have something unique. Okay, you are probably wondering why I have an Archie's poster. This is signed by someone very special here, and the actual signature is also here. So this is Dan Parent, who is one of the illustrators for Archie's. Okay, so I was at Comic-Con Mumbai hosting a session with Audible, as you've probably seen on social media. Before my session, they were like, you know, Dan Parent from Archie Comics is here, and he's the main illustrator for a lot of the Archie comics and covers and stuff like that. So they were selling these and he was signing them live there. So I bought this because for me growing up, Archie's was such a huge thing. Like I still remember, like if you're my age, you will totally relate to this. We didn't really have a lot of bookstores everywhere in terms of like where you would just go and buy cool books and stuff like that. We used to have like Wheeler bookstores at the railway station, which was like every railway station, and we traveled a lot by train. And they used to always have Archie comics, and they were pretty expensive back then. And we could only buy one. And I always fought with my mom, or we used to beg my mom, like being like, can you buy 2? Can we buy 3 for each trip? And she'd be like, one. So that's how I kind of collected Archie comics through my childhood. Or like as friends, we would swap them. Like I would read mine and then give it to my friend Sana, and she would give me hers. And it was such a huge part of my childhood that to speak to someone that was part of this and gave life to this was pretty incredible. So I got him to sign this for me, and I got this, and I also got 2 of his actual sketches that he made live there, which I'm going to frame and put up somewhere. So yeah, this was pretty special. Okay, this month's local favorite is Jodi. So they are a brand that I have loved and worn a lot for like many years now. And I feel like the whole vocal for local movement kind of for me started with them. They were one of the first few local brands that I worked with, wore a lot of. And every time I wore their stuff, like people like always complimented me. And I have so many of their pieces in my wardrobe. that I've been wearing for years and years and years, and I absolutely love their stuff. They have some of the nicest prints, and they've also, of course, expanded from clothing now and moved into other stuff, but I really love their stuff, and I have been wearing them for years, and I think I will be wearing them for years because they're amazing. Favorite shows. Okay, starting with Netflix, Physical 100. Cannot not talk about the show. Loved it. And Sexy Yama is my favorite. As you know, I've posted 100 times about him already. Following him on Instagram. And I made Vaibhav watch the show because of him. I was like, you have to watch Sexy Yama. He was like, okay, I get it. You have a crush. Calm down. But yeah, like, he is so good. I don't want to give you any spoilers because it's one of the best, I think, reality shows that I've watched, like Korean and reality, like variety shows making magic together. Love it. Then we have Crash Course in Romance, the K-drama that I'm watching. Again, it's like up and down. Like, there are days when I'm like, okay, it's kind of getting like boring, but now then suddenly there's like plot twist, and it's pretty interesting. I am liking it and I am watching it. Perfect Match is like Netflix's newest reality show, which is really like kind of like bizarre because it's like all the contestants from the other reality shows. So everyone who's like not found love on Love is Blind, The Mole, or what is it, Too Hot to Handle is on this show, like Francesca, Chloe, and it's kind of like, I'm like, are these people ragging us, or are they ever gonna find love, or are they just like, you know, they're fun or what? But it's like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this show. I'm very conflicted. Like, I'm watching it hardcore, you know, like where I'm addicted. But I'm just like, is this real? Because they're all like, oh my God, I want to settle down and I want to have kids and I want to this and I want to that. And then they're like, I love you and stuff. And then next month they've broken up and they've moved on to another partner and they're trying to find the perfect match. But yeah, I guess that's reality TV and that's why we all watch it. So if you enjoyed any of these shows, you'll enjoy this because it's like a mix of people from everywhere. A new season of You. Okay, so Vaibhav and I are watching You together. So I can't like binge watch it. I watch it like with him only. So we started watching in Haridwar and it's usually, as usual, creepy and fun and all things nice. And you have to watch it if you haven't watched it, like, watch it now. Then we have Pamela, A Love Story. Now, this one was really conflicting for me because, you know, as someone that had watched Pam and Tommy or grew up with like Pamela Anderson being like the it icon and like, you know, sex symbol of our generation, it's so crazy to watch her side of it and see, you know, like this person and who's so human on the other side, and you really feel for her and you're really like, okay, you know, like how many people have profited off of her, and like, I don't want to give away too much of it, but it is a really good documentary. I would watch it again and I would recommend you to watch it as well. On Amazon Prime, I have one of Vaibhav's recommendations that I'm watching, which is Clarkson's Farm. We all know, we've all grown up watching him, and this is very different because he's actually trying to like run his own farm, which is pretty amazing. And it's really funny and interesting and all things nice. And yeah, I think there are 2 seasons. I'm on season 1 still, but it's really fun. I would definitely recommend it. On Hotstar, we have The Last of Us. Still watching it episodically, so it's like slow because you have to kind of slow down and take it all in, but really good. Keep watching. Then we have the Indian edition of The Night Manager. Part 1 is out. We still don't have part 2. Part 1 is so good, guys. I finished it in one night. Like, I could not stop. I started thinking, okay, like my sister had done like the, you know, the clothes, so I was like, let me watch some of it, and I thought I'll watch it alongside other stuff, and in one night I was done. It is so good. Then on HayU, we have my favorite Below Deck. Still not on the final season, guys. I think I've done 2 more seasons. I have 1 season to go, and then I'll be like at like par with the current situation. I have almost watched 10 seasons. Yes, I am not mad. I'm just obsessed with reality TV. And of course, my favorite, Family Karma, which is again episodic, so it's really slow. But it's just masaledar and fun, and it's got everything like emotions, drama, and yeah, it's fun. So guys, those were my Feb favorites. Comment below with things you've been loving in Feb. I hope you had a great month like me. I had a great month. Comment below with your favorite food items, beauty items, shows, movies, absolutely anything. I didn't watch a movie this month actually, guys. Yeah. Well, next month. See you guys. Bye.